Hello and welcome back. We are Magic Academy and I am your head seeker today, Evelyn Lee Pinio, and this is Magic Academy. We are joined today by Randall.
Hey there, chat.
Haley.
I'm just happy to be here.
Sarah.
I gave this pink and blue turtle a necklace, but now it looks like it's being choked by trash in the ocean.
And Eliza.
I don't even know how to come in after that, seriously.
You can be part of the Magic Academy by making sure you like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new episode. While you're doing that, let's jump into today's episode of Curse of Strahd.
We're all just gonna start Brittany Broski posing.
Honey. So let's get into it. When we last left our heroes, they had a little visit with Madam Eva, of the Vistani, and they learned a lot. They sure did get a bunch of lore dumped on them, including why Strahd is the way he is, and that she's Strahd's half-sister?
Oh, I wrote that down somewhere. Yeah.
Anyways, if you want more of that, go check out the last episode on YouTube. After you watch this video, of course, then go check it out. Gotta get that watch time. Watch it again. But we left our heroes. They had all gone off to bed. But before we get into the next morning after their lovely little long rest, we're gonna do a little because one of our players was absent the last time we played, and I believe is owed a card pull or two.
Oh, yeah. Two?
Please don't die.
I mean, if you want to pull from the deck of many things as well, you have that option.
As many cards as I want.
Okay. Do you want to? Which deck would you like to pull from first? The rest of the party steps out, and it is just you and Madam Eva in the tent, because you know she's got her reasons. She's very wise. She's very old. And she says, you've been around here a while and you've never had your cards read, have you?
Nope, not at all.
Well, you have quite the interesting aura, and I think it would be well worth it to perhaps give a bit of a reading. Your friends, well, your party, your acquaintances, your fellow adventurers, however you choose to define them. They have pulled a number of cards from my deck, and I think they might need a new pull. So, I'm willing to do 2 readings for you. The first will be a pull that will aid you on your journey. The second, should you choose to accept it, may change your present fate.
Okay.
Which one would you like first?
Out of curiosity, is this happening before or after the rest of us pulled our cards?
After.
Ah, so you saw what happened to the rest of us then.
Oh.
So you saw Haley lose every magic item. You see me find my sibling, and then you saw what happened to you. No, Randall didn't get to pull a card. Never mind. Character's not important.
Silas didn't pull a deck of many things card.
Yeah.
But yes, we do have another NPC in the party, Imperator Mark 1. Because 3 pulled the knight again.
Miley, what's good?
And Haley did unfortunately lose her staff of healing. Alas,
No.
I am now useless. Yeah.
Oh
You're
no.
not useless.
I
You're
wouldn't say
druid.
useless. I would say hindered, but I wouldn't say useless.
I've been nerfed.
Say it with me. Shape shift. Wild shape.
Why? Wild shape. Got it.
Yeah.
Wild shape.
You're very useful to me in my class.
If I remember
So-
that I'm capable of doing cool things.
Yes. So you've witnessed all of this with your fellow party members, and she says, "Which one would you like first, the serious one or the fun one?"
Depends on your definition of fun, but I'll go with serious first.
All right. Let's see. And she shuffles her Taroka deck quite thoroughly, and as she draws a card for you, 2 cards are pulled. And she says, she looks at them for a moment. Oh. She takes one and she sets it aside. We'll get to that one in a minute.
God,
Tell
I
me,
have concerns.
knowledge or power?
Oh. Knowledge.
Knowledge. And that's
Some might say
in-
knowledge is power.
Oh, I can't fucking read that. That's so tiny. I don't have actual cards, so I'm using a website that like sets up the little thing so I know exactly which one it goes to. And she flips over the card and you see it's the Transmuter. This card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy. And the Transmuter is an interesting card. Oh, fascinating. The one of stars, the Transmuter. Go to a place of dizzying heights where the stone itself is alive.
Can we have that one more time?
This bitch in her fucking riddle.
Go
Oh my
to-
god, no! How long has it been?
Sarah!
Sorry! I'm sorry! I really have been trying.
Ugh.
Darn it.
We need to set a
this
timer at the beginning of every
Female dog and her MFing riddles.
This card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy. Go to a place of dizzying heights where the stone itself is alive.
I want to.
Oh.
Now this other card. You've run. Your party seems to have run into a bit of trouble in their battle against darkness.
I mean, they lost somebody the day they met me, so actually they lost 3 somebodies the day they met me.
Well, and she holds up the card, the Don John. Now, when first this card was pulled, the reading said, search for a troubled young man surrounded by wealth and madness. His home is his prison, but I think I may have misinterpreted that one just a little bit. Because the card has multiple meanings. I think perhaps the ship might have sailed with that particular young man. Instead, tell your friends you must find a girl driven to insanity, locked in the heart of her dead father's house. Curing her madness is key to your success.
One more time.
Find a girl driven to insanity, locked in the heart of her dead father's house. Curing her madness is key to your success.
Okay. I assume you have no idea where this house is.
Oh no, I can't tell you that much. I can tell you, you might.
Knowing everything, yeah.
You're not in here.
He's dropping outside the tent flap.
It may be close. It may be closer to accessible than it sounds. You may already know who this girl is. Well, you don't, but your friends might.
Okay. Now you said
Well,
there was one deck.
there is a fun deck. Would you like to pull? Well, fun in a manner of speaking. It's also quite dangerous. You could wind up in a crystal forever.
What's life without a bit of risk? I'm here, aren't I?
That's what I like to hear, my dear. Now, would you like a pull from the 13 or the 22?
Which one is the deck of many things?
Both are the deck of many things. One simply has more options.
22.
22. Excellent.
Haley, your facial expression makes me feel like you're traumatized from this.
Oh, this. Hold on. I gotta look something up. Cause this might not be. I gotta look things up. Hold on, I gotta Google something.
Oh, God.
What kind of effect would that have at your level?
I'm afraid now.
Oh. That would have... It's not quite enough. But we can still do the other half of the card. So... And she reaches for another deck, pulls it out, gives it another very thorough shuffle, and pulls out a card. And on it, you see the Jester.
Uh-oh.
Now, you're a little too powerful to gain true power from this card. At this time, at the very least. However, you get to draw 2 more cards.
It's...
Now you can stop here, or you can draw those cards. If you stop here, your fate is unchanged. Nothing is different.
You just hear Ellie in the back of your head. Life's too short to not take risks.
And then you hear 3 go, I wouldn't do it.
That's because you're
yes.
a pussy bitch. Sorry.
I would love it if you said that.
Ellie would never.
Oh my goodness.
You just hear Madam Eva. You know, you and I should get a drink sometime. I think we'd have a lot of fun. Quit eavesdropping and let the nice girl make her card pulls.
I would love to gab like old biddies together, yes. But I'll go mind my business.
So, Lil thinks it over. She's been through a lot, but magic is magic, and you don't get to pull from the deck of many things very often.
No,
So
you
she
sure
pulls 2
don't.
cards.
Hell yes. All right, let's get you 2 more cards. Oh, what do you do? Ooh. The first of the 2 cards she pulls. Ah, the Fates.
Oh? Oh, the thing.
Reality's
good. I have an idea.
You see swirling around this card a little bit of magic as reality's fabric seems to unravel and spin anew surrounding this card. And you now have the ability to avoid or erase one event as if it never happened. You can use the card's magic as soon as you draw the card or at any other time before you die. Are you about to end this campaign?
Let's do it! Finale!
Let me go back to my babies.
I can use it at any point in time, though.
You
correct?
can use it at any point between now and when you die.
Or bring back Kellam, that's true.
So wait, what's the timeline of how far back this card works?
Whenever.
Can you
It's
just
just-
make Strahd never be born? Like, is that a thing?
Rules as written. You can. Reality's fabric unravels and spins anew, allowing you to avoid or erase one event as if it never happened. Rules
You
as
just make
written.
Strahd never be born, my guy.
You could, but it would end the campaign and it'd be very sad.
True one, for sure.
I would cry.
I'm gonna hold on to the card and discuss it with my party. Because who knows?
Okay.
What if I got the death card?
True, you might die immediately after. You pull the second card. The second card is pulled.
Oh no.
And you feel you feel as this card is pulled a sense of possibility of knowledge as Madam Eva shows you the vizier.
Yes!
At any time you choose, within 1 year of drawing this card, you can ask a question in meditation and mentally receive a truthful answer to that question. Besides information, the answer helps you solve a puzzling problem or other dilemma. In other words, the knowledge comes with wisdom on how to apply it.
You just got the two coolest cards. Like, the two most helpful to the campaign cards ever.
Yeah.
You could solve Madam Eva's riddles with that card.
I'm gonna keep both cards and hold on to them and be like, this is great. I'm gonna go now and like
Yeah,
slowly
you
walk
really-
back out of the tent.
You really lucked out there. Now, I have one more thing to caution you.
I stopped
Before
like
you
right
leave.
at the tent flap.
Beware of who you trust.
Nothing more than that, really.
Nothing more than that. I can't tell you everything. If I told you everything, you wouldn't be on much of an adventure now, would you?
I didn't even want to be here in the first place.
We still have to, if you tell us we still have to do the thing. Sorry, I'm not there.
Be that as it may, may as well enjoy it. Make some friends, have fun, be glad you're out of Babalai Saga's hut.
Don't I need to go back to Baba Solai Saga's hut?
Well, yes, if you'd like to bring your friend back. Well, you didn't know him, so I guess he's not really your... Well,
I owe him a life debt. It's the only way I'm gonna repay it.
fair enough.
Technically, I guess I could undo his death.
You could. It would rewrite the past, what, like 3 days? But you could do it. It's kind of a time travel-y thing.
Timey-wimey wibbly wobbliness.
It's very... people assume that time is this linear progression of cause to event, but really it's a big ball of wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff.
I love it. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna go discuss this with Granny out there, the robot, and the weird religious dude.
Oh, and don't forget the second robot and the handsome one.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the handsome one. Wait, if I undo his death, does that mean that we didn't pull the cards and thus Haley didn't lose her staff?
No, that's not how time works. Sorry.
Could technically.
Undoing his death, doing anything, undoing most things that have happened in the past is going to create a little bit of a paradox. What I would recommend is like saving it, and like in the future if someone dies, using it then, because otherwise then you don't create the paradox. Because the paradox, you're gonna have a whole other set of problems on your hand that the DM is not afraid to get into.
I feel like that was a threat, y'all.
I mean, saving Kellam could only lead to good things, you know.
I feel like we just got threatened by the DM.
I mean, like, what have we done the past few days? Fight a goat?
Pull the card that gives you the ability to undo Kalen's death?
Almost
Let's
walk
see.
into the
Paradox.
room of the last dungeon.
That's not how time doesn't work like that. You're fine.
I have concerns. So many concerns.
Could also thrust you into sort of a multiverse situation. There's multiple theories of time travel.
No, that's not how time works. It's
You
fine.
don't.
We're okay.
You don't have time to get into all of that. You need to go talk to your friends about what's just happened. Now, good luck. Enjoy your time uncaged.
I don't like the way she said that either. I'm just gonna walk back out of this tent. Because if I remember correctly, it's because of some of the minions of Baba Lai Saga that were among her people, I got trapped. Captured?
Yeah, something like that.
So
Some
I'm just
colorful
gonna-
looking fellows working for mysterious vampires.
I'm gonna go.
I think that's wise. You leave. You rejoin your friends. You all are given a tent. Given space in the camp to set up a tent if you would like, or there's space in another tent if you would like somewhere to sleep. Do you want to have this discussion tonight or in the morning? Because it's sleeping time.
Can it be while we're getting ready for bed?
Yeah,
I think tonight makes sense. It's fresh.
it's fresh.
You know, we're all
Yeah,
kind
sure.
of like brimming with like the results of what just happened to all of us.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you return to your acquaintances, your party.
Okay. So, we have the fades. So I could bring Kellam back, but she said it might cause a weird thing to happen. And then the Vizier will answer any question truthfully. She also said beware of who you trust. Not that I trust any of you right now, but you know.
That's all. I mean, the first part is very exciting. It seems that the gods are much more in favor of you right now, darling, than me.
Oh, and two things. Go to a place of dizzying heights where stone itself is alive. And there was a first half of that I don't remember right now because I didn't write it fast enough.
That's okay. I'll put it in the chat after session. It's
Thank
the
you.
it's the history thing. I think Randall was also writing it down.
Okay.
Go to a place of dizzying heights where stone itself is alive is all I wrote down.
Oh,
Wasn't that not it?
This card tells of history,
Oh.
which
Does anyone know where that is? I'm not from here, so
Well, I mean, we did just climb across the mountain. That could be a place to start.
We could go up mountain. Perhaps there's Golem up there.
And also, she said to find a girl driven to insanity, locked in the heart of her dead father's house. Curing her madness is the key to our success, and that it's closer than it sounds.
Oh, that young weird man that was infatuated with Emery. What was his name again? I can't quite recall.
Victor?
Yes, I believe that was him. Didn't he have a sister or something that was drawn mad or shunned away in the family somewhere?
I think that was his ex-bride to be.
Was it?
Or ex-girlfriend? I don't remember.
I don't quite recall.
Ex-girlfriend, I think.
My brain just isn't what it used to be.
Yeah, ex-fiance.
Oh.
She's part of the other... Isn't she related to the other family that's like trying to take control of the city?
Yes.
Yes. 3 would remember all this. 3 has a database.
Yes, 3, you would remember Stella Wachter is the daughter of the Wachter family who is in kind of this constant power struggle with the Valikoviches.
Stella Wachter. That was her name.
Perhaps we should investigate that young woman.
It's either her or Mad Mary.
Silas, you're from Vallaki.
Yes, I was looking through my notes. I couldn't fucking find it, but I do remember there was this Wachter family, and there was this some person who like pretends to be a cat. They've been locked up for a little bit with the mother. She's fun.
You would know that Fiona Wachter is a force to be reckoned with. The Wachter family and the Valikoviches have been in a power struggle over Vallaki for a very, very long time. You know that the Wachters are kind of shady.
I've dealt with Fiona a few times. I could get us a dinner invite.
Aren't we supposed to be saving Kellam?
Who?
The corpse rotting in the cellar.
Haley, you're muted.
That's our current goal. Apologies. My rabid animals here have been deciding that now is playtime.
So what? Yeah.
I don't know if the fortune teller lady whose name I can't remember.
Madam Eva.
I don't know if Madam Eva was saying that meeting with the Wachters will help us with our current goal or with the overall goal.
I can't imagine that would have much to do with our current goal. The Wachters know nothing about our friend. I think it may be best if we stick to our current plan, which would be going and gathering that gem from that, what was it, Baba Saga?
I think that's a good plan.
Maybe we can ask really nicely.
Yeah, maybe she can be reasoned with.
Or they could chop their head off and take it.
Lil, do you make that face? Like... Do you make that face? Like the...
You're right. Sure.
Oh, that's true, dear. You have personal experience with Baba Saga. What exactly... You've really only warned us very vaguely about her personality, I guess you could call it. So what information can you provide in more detail if we are going to be coming face to face with her, that is?
DM, what information do I know? Because we never discussed
What information? We sure did forget to do that. You know that Baba Saga believes herself to be Strahd's true mother. You would also know that she is a bit of a hermit and spends most of her time crafting and animating scarecrows to hunt down and kill the ravens and were-ravens that infest Strahd's domain. When she isn't working her evil magic, Babalai Saga sacrifices beasts to Mother Night and collects their blood, then bathes in the blood on nights of the new moon in a ritual to stave off the effects of extreme old age.
Work.
When's the next new moon? It could be a good time to do, attack.
Murder her while bathing? I mean...
The next new moon is more than 7 days away.
Fuck.
Plus, to be honest, I think all we'd end up doing is fighting a bloody, naked old lady, and I don't really feel like doing that.
Yeah, true. I'm not sure if that would hinder us or hinder them, but yeah, it was a thought. Just saying. I need that animated.
I'm enough of a naked old lady for myself, personally.
You also know she has a little hut that walks around thanks to the brand new gemstone that is under the floorboards that she acquired shortly before selling you to the druids.
Mm-hmm.
So now she has a fancy new hut that walks around.
Her house walks.
Yep.
Yes, her house walks.
It's got chicken legs.
Are we gonna have to fight a house?
I mean, we could chop off its legs.
I'll find a fantasy of you.
I know, but that's about what I'd expect from this campaign.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's everything. She is
very
a
descriptive,
horrible person.
Well, I don't think we would have a problem. I'm sure we could reason with her, or at the very least, someone could distract her while other people go looking for the gem.
As long as no one sells me to her, I don't care.
Oh dear. We may be a
Be worth
weird,
something.
strange bunch, but none of us are going to sell you. That's barbaric.
I glance towards the flap and think about everyone else who's in this fucking camp and how the two people came from this camp. And I'm like, great.
Well, now that I remember that I can turn into a bear, I will rip anyone in half who tries.
Oh dear.
Percy chimes in and says, if you're worried about it, you could always hide in Three's chest cavity. Seems to work out well for Ellie.
That's true. You are small enough, I think. How tall are you again, dear?
You? 3 feet.
Aren't you slightly taller than Ellie?
Yeah.
No, am I? No, I'm shorter than Ellie because you gave me the smallest height I could possibly be without being considered tiny. I'm that pixie.
I'm trying to remember how tall I made Ellie. It was like 2'4" or something ridiculous.
I cannot remember. Little old lady.
I'm 2'5", so you're probably 2'6".
Oh, maybe.
So I am indeed smaller than you.
Perfect. Love
We're
it.
small. We're small together.
We're small.
The two of us together makes one semi-short human.
I'm 2'8". So yeah, you are smaller than me.
So yeah, you would absolutely be able to fit in Three's chest cavity. Three, you wouldn't mind, would you, dear?
Just don't touch anything.
Yes, there are lots of shiny buttons inside that are very tempting, but
Okay, I might dream of it if it's shiny.
Well,
Okay.
what about, and Percy gestures to the new robot. Do you have an open
That one talks?
chest cavity?
Yeah, that one talks.
And the Imperator Mark I goes, My chest cavity is not hollow. It is not built for hiding. It is built for minor storage and where all my electrical bits are for repair.
I think that's a
Unfortunate.
yes.
I mean,
The Mark 1 is made. It's a heavier model.
Okay.
The Mark II was designed to be more fleet-footed in battle.
Hence the bow.
You have quite a bit more personality than the Mark 1. Mark 1? Whatever.
I was not programmed to have personality.
Neither was I.
Remind me, last session 3 opened up a little bit about that with us, right? Like we know that 3 like developed a personality, and that's why they're on the run, basically. Like they have what's it called?
We started to question our orders.
Yes.
And they were like, "You're not supposed to be able to ask questions."
Yeah.
Like, oops. We would like point out flaws and like,
Makes sense.
in my head, and this is, I guess it is my backstory, but in my head, they gave an order that would have resulted in like many casualties, and a bunch of them were like, "No, that's stupid," and then they were like, "Do it anyway," and then they didn't.
I like that.
Same. Okay. Well, Kellam first, and then the mad girl.
Yes, that sounds like a good plan.
We have to talk to the librarian.
Kellam's
I
body.
am just like confused.
We did say Kellam's body should have some of those business cards. Perhaps we could use one of those.
It's as good a place to start as any.
So are we going back to the body first and then looking for Babala Saga, or why not just go to Babala Saga? It's on the way, not?
Might be the best use of our time, yes.
I am not confident that we will succeed should it come to a fight. I'd like to exhaust our other options first. Become as powerful as we can.
What other options do we have, dear?
I imagine the librarian is fairly upset that he lost his prized twink.
Wait, does 3 really call him a twink?
No, I wish he did though.
A slander.
I imagine that the librarian is not thrilled to have lost his prized devotee.
Do you know much about this librarian?
I know
He's
nothing about the librarian.
Barovian god?
Outside of Barovia.
So he does not exist here.
Well,
only our Lord and Savior, the Morning Lord, and the Shadow something or other. I forget my notes.
Mother Night.
Mother Night.
Well, just because you don't believe in it here doesn't mean that it isn't real.
Oh, no, you won't misunderstand. It's not belief that has anything to do with it. It is true.
We believe that when Kellam was brought into Barovia, he carried with him a method for the librarian to exert some amount of influence in Barovia as well.
Okay.
How long does it take to get back to hid the body?
It'll take the day.
It's like 5 hours.
5 hours.
Yeah, it wasn't super long.
5 days.
No,
I thought you were
no,
saying
5
5 days
hours.
too, and I was going to be concerned.
Yeah. I misspoke before when I said it would take like the full day. It would take about half a day.
To get back to the winery,
Yes.
to get his body, and then from the winery to Baba's Saga, what's that?
That would be about like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, we could easily knock both out tomorrow. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
True.
Yeah.
Let's make sure we
One
leave
day.
bright and early, so we leave plenty of daylight.
Are we going through these scary woods again? Or are we going through Valaki? And like maybe I don't know. We could take one of their horses or something. Ride off in the night.
I don't think all of us would fit on one horse, darling.
Fair.
I don't need the horse. I fly.
You
It will also take longer to go through Valaki. Percy adds helpfully.
Thank you, Percy. You are so smart.
We couldn't cut through Valaki right now anyway.
Yeah.
I would really like to get Kellam back.
Don't worry. We'll get them back.
Agreed.
Percy blushes a little bit. Because you look at him too intensely. Lil, I don't know if that was one of the sessions you were here or if that was the last session and you missed it. Silas sure did get a really successful flirting check over on Percy.
I feel like all of Randall's characters would just enjoy flirting with Percy.
At this point, I'm just playing The Sims in D&D, and I'm just creating drama.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, is this emotional cheating? Let's think about this.
Does it count? If it's all Randall?
It doesn't count if the other person is dead.
Anyway,
For our therapists.
you all, as the conversation begins to wind down, you all settle in for the night in your various ways. And you wake up the next morning bright and early, and to consult your map. And Madam Eva joins to kind of point out a few things. And if you will all look at the map of Barovia, please. You all are over here at G, by the Sayre Pool, Sayre Falls.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get all the way over to W, which is where the winery and Kellam's body is. Now, if you were to go in one straight line, you would pass right through Baba Lysaga's area, which Madam Eva points out. She says, well, if you go through, if I can find the right tool, if you go past here, that's where Baba Lysaga's whole deal is. Now, you could try to cross the river elsewhere. You could go down by the Solanka Pass and go up that road. It's all
That
a
way
matter
was
of
not good last time.
which way you want to go.
How long would it take to get there if we stuck to the road?
If you stuck to the road, I have to consult a few different notes for that. That would probably actually take about a day. Because it's pretty far. So from G to H is 30 minutes. H to I... Is that an I? No, that's a B. Why? Why is that a B? Where's I?
That is hidden to us, Lord.
That sure is hidden to you. And,
Game
there it is. I
Master.
found it. So that's an hour. That's 2.5 hours. That's 3.5 hours. And that's just to get to Valaki.
Didn't
3.5 hours to get to Valaki.
last session we also saw Irina on the lake.
And we learned that she
saw Tatiana.
Yes, Tatiana, which was the spirit. It's like a lingering vision of Tatiana, which was Strahd's long lost love that
Married his brother.
Yeah.
Yes.
So then from I should have, so what are we at? We're at 3, 4, 5, 6 hours to get to 6 hours to get to Valaki. Just to get to Valaki following the road, which is already much longer. And then I should have the rest of it. It would be like over a day
If we took if we stuck to the road.
If you stuck to the road, it would take much longer.
Well, the Babalai Saga, A Wide Berth.
Yeah, you could go around in a way that doesn't draw too much attention. I'm sure.
I think that's the best way. We're on a time crunch, and I'm on the mission. So,
Agreed.
Mission to do what?
follow, I guess.
That's
See, now that seems a bit suspicious, darling.
Well, I'm just following you guys. I'm like helping you out. I don't really know what we're like. I don't know. Like, thought we were no time crunch. We could chill. I'm sorry. I don't know how to help this group. I'm a little nervous.
It just seems a bit strange that you seem to be both uninvested in this, but also calling it a mission for yourself specifically. That the phrasing was a bit odd. That's all.
I'm sorry. I did not mean anything by it. I guess I'm getting a little excited for you guys, hoping that like you are true adventurers. You know.
I'm gonna look at 3. I'm gonna go.
What do you make of that phrasing?
I suppose it depends on if I have to make a check or not.
I'm doing what Evelyn suggested last time, which is like we don't have to like if we as the person directing the character feels like in their gut that something's not right, we don't have to roll for it. We can just play it out because we are the character.
Trust your gut.
Lisa, you're muted. Yep.
I hit the thing. My bad. I don't trust at all because of what Madam Eva has already told me, and I have very little trust to begin with. So yeah, no, that phrasing was all sorts of weird and wrong.
I apologize if I put you on edge. I sincerely am trying to get invested into who you are, because who knows, I might be with you for a long time. You guys are the crazy adventurers that they've heard so much about.
Why exactly did you join us?
You asked?
Oh,
That
yeah, we
doesn't
did ask
explain
you.
your reasoning for agreeing to join us. What is your reason for joining us?
To spread the good lord of the Morning Lord.
Oh hell no!
I'm teaching
No,
3 new
he's a
people.
missionary.
Sorry, 3, 4, 5 people. Right? There's 5 people in this party. Because you have new friend here of the Morning Lord. So really, I'm here to spread the good word. And that is my goal. And I'm excited to go meet this Babala Saga that I've heard tons about. And I didn't mean to put you on edge. I'm very sorry.
Yeah, I don't think any of us
I'm
are
not
excited to
excited
meet
either.
Babalai Saga. Again, your phrasing is strange.
Maybe I'm more excited to chop their head off. We haven't like fought. Let's see. I want to see more action.
My alarm bells are going off, but I don't have solid evidence as to why.
Percy's going to interject at this point and say, I mean, he's a devout of the Morning Lord. She's a follower of Mother Night. It could be, my assumption are that his intentions are religious, not necessarily nefarious. What?
Trust.
You get me, Percy.
Sure.
It's not. It's the elevated heart rate, the new perspiration on your brow. It's the twitch on the bottom corner of your left eye. It's the way that your fingers go like this when you're really thinking about something you need to say.
I mean, Percy's
where
going to
did that
jump in
leave
again
us?
to your defense. I mean, you guys are kind of barraging him with questions. You know, why look a gift horse in the mouth? If he's willing to help us out, he's willing to help us out. I just want to bring Kellam back.
We do as well, dear, but we also don't want to be sabotaged in the process.
Again.
Or undermined.
Well, if he sabotages us bringing Kellam back, I'll drive my sword through his chest.
So manly.
His expression doesn't change, but you can tell his cheeks are a little warm.
Where does this leave us? Do you want me? I'll walk away right here.
I am curious why you do seem a bit on edge now that 3 pointed it out. I know that we're putting a lot of questions on you, but a regular person wouldn't be quite this nervous.
As I pointed out when we first met, I have not met a robot, a fairy, and a halfling, right, halfling?
Indeed.
Before, and it's very much new territory for me. Most of Vallaki, Barovia, largely human. So, you know, when a bunch of people coming through, including, I've heard of, you know, this other the tiefling, and then this well, now kind of sort of already halfway undead, but now actually dead elf. I'm interested. I'm like a historian. When the Morning Lord graces me with a presence that I know that they're coming for, I'll be able to say your praises, actually. So,
Did we tell you Emery's race? I don't remember telling you that.
no, but we've heard of it. You are big talk around Vallaki. You guys got kicked out. In fact, they talk about the tiefling who was
they
running
talk
around a lot.
mad shit about the party in Vallaki.
Yeah, okay, that one tracks. I'm not going to question that one further.
They especially talk shit about Emery. A lot of it is.
No.
It's Silas. You would have heard about this roving band of criminals.
Going around using compelling mind or whatever that magic is, and you know, it's
And you would have heard about the harlot hussy who tried to steal away the Baron's son.
there was that. Yeah.
It's not that your intentions are malicious. It's unclear what they are.
Agreed.
Although, if the end result is the same whether or not I know what your intentions are, then I suppose it doesn't matter.
Fair.
As long as you don't intend to bring harm to me or my friends, then I suppose I can let it go for now.
I have no intention of harming you or any of your friends.
However, that new one, Lil, who's not my friend yet, let's talk about it.
Shall we get moving on? You have decaying body and winery.
Yes, we should get some rest. I think that's very important.
You already got your rest. This is the next
I thought it was
morning.
I think that we should get moving then.
It's bright and early, just like you wanted.
Sick.
Let me gather the Mark 1, have him exit sentry mode.
You rouse the Mark 1 and it comes back online with a zing. Commander, what is the plan? What is the schedule for today?
Today is a day of travel.
Oh, we may be able to, maybe they could push the cart or carry Kellam's body. That would be very helpful.
Just keep your eyes
I am very
open.
strong and good at carrying things.
Just keep a lookout. If I have my eyes ahead, I expect yours to be behind us.
Yes, Commander.
I just picture it's at the back of the marching order, and its body's walking straight, but its head 180.
100%. As you guys begin walking, that is exactly what happens.
Yeah,
The body is walking forward, but the head is fully turned around, and yet it's not bumping into anything.
Oh no.
And you all begin your trek back across the wild plains of Barovia. Who's going to roll the first encounter roll of the day? Any volunteers? Lil!
I was first.
Go for it.
I should really be pointing
D20.
That'll actually be pointing at the players. Yes, a straight D20.
Yeah, 9.
The first half hour passes without incident.
Oh my God, we're gonna make 10 rolls. Oh my God!
You all can
Jesus Christ!
It's gonna be 8 rolls. Clear jets.
It's only 8.
Most of them, nothing's going to happen. Probably.
Woof. Another woof. Woof.
You continue. You go. You begin. You get to the lake again, and you see. Or actually, one more roll before we reach the lake. Who's next?
Well, you were so excited, Randall.
Okay.
Why don't you do it?
How do I do it? This one. 3.
3. You continue on with that incident. You reach that lake again, passing around it. It is now easier now that you know that it's there. It's pretty easy to see the what Madam Eva described as almost like a monument to this woman, to Tatiana. And Irina makes a point, or doesn't like actively make a point to the rest of you, but is very clearly like not looking at it, is not interested in looking at it, does not wish to look at it. As beautiful, as pretty monument as it might be.
That we basically confirmed with the soul recycling situation. That's basically her previous life.
Yeah.
Which would be very weird.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if you know what happened, but all of us clocked the fact that you got really laggy for a second, and I just have to say that was the best Mark 1 impression you've done so far.
Oh no! I did have a moment where like I saw Randall and Sarah's cameras like kind of flash in and out. We love the internet.
We love the internet.
Mm-hmm.
But you continue on your way. You begin to head around the lake and around the mountain once again. And I need either 3 or Ellie to give me another D20 roll, please.
Go ahead, 3.
Oh no, I clicked a button and things happened. 10.
10. You continue on your way. The countryside, were it not so gray, would almost be lovely. The ground begins to turn to mud, slowing your path just a little bit. Not enough to truly impede you, but as you get closer to the river, the ground does get a bit damper. And Ellie, why don't you roll me one more thunder check before you reach this river?
4.
You guys make it to the river. You now have to figure out how to cross it. The Lunar River is not, it's rather wide. It would be easy for Lil to cross this. But for the rest of you, it might prove a bit more of a challenge. It is too deep to simply walk across. You could try your hand at swimming. Kellam. Not Kellam, Silas.
Triggered.
Whoever you are.
Whoever you are.
Is there a large tree nearby?
No. There aren't a ton of trees right here.
Is there a tree within 60 feet? I mean, wait, 40 feet.
Within 40 feet? Hmm. I'm gonna give you a little luck roll to determine this. I'm gonna roll a d20. If it's evens, there's a tree. If it is odds, there is not. That's a natural 1. There is not a tree within 40 feet.
Okay, well, I'm not magic user. Does someone who has magic have plan?
Is there a boat?
Nope.
Well, darn.
I
know,
was
well,
suggesting
yacht waiting
this
for
last
us.
time and you all laughed at me, but I could turn into a large crocodile and I could take turns giving everyone a ride across.
And the Mark 1 and I will just sink to the bottom and don't need to breathe. So
Yes, you could walk
yeah,
across the
it's
bottom, I
awesome.
suppose.
and we are waterproof.
That's fine. Me and Percy can ride on their back.
I think I could only handle one at a time.
Oh, Percy can go first.
I'll go first, and then Irina. That way, she's not left alone on either side.
Ah, forgot about Bella.
Yes.
Yep, Bella.
Great plan.
That's what the DM, remembered to say.
I mean, Silas knows, but he's pretending to go along with the jig.
Yeah, so I'm gonna wild shape into a crocodile because I can do that. I can wild shape. Did you guys know that?
How come you can do that and I can't?
Ellie,
Yeah.
you're a big old crocodilian.
Yeah, I'm considered a large beast specifically.
I'm looking something up. Looking something up just real quick.
So, Tori, do you want
Yeah.
us to start calling you Commander too?
No.
No? Do you have name for Imperator Mark 1?
I
4.
picked my name. I believe that it should too.
But it didn't. Didn't you ask her that question? Right? That did happen. I'm remembering.
It doesn't know what a name is yet.
So
Title, designation, sure.
Title, designation, Imperator Mark 1. What is in a name? A rose by any other name would smell as sweet. William Shakespeare, a bard from another universe that I have downloaded.
we could call you Shakespeare.
Or William.
Shaky.
Oh, I like
Shaky would be inaccurate. I do not shake. I am programmed against shaking.
Nicknames aren't having to be accurate. They're based on close shared experiences. Like now, you shared a William Shakespeare quote out of literally nowhere, and it kind of threw all of us through a loop, and so therefore
Although-
it's kind of a nickname.
Now I'm feeling bad because we're Free wanted Imperator Mark 1 to choose its own name. I feel like we're pushing it on it.
Well, it's just a nickname. We're not naming him per se. I think it would give us something to call him until he could name himself. Because Imperator Mark 1 is a mouthful, I'm sorry.
Mock.
You could shorten it to Mark 1.
Aren't there a bunch of other Mark 1s, though? Isn't that just your model?
Yes, that is my model number. It is the most accurate and simplest form of name.
We'll work on it.
I do not understand this humanoid obsession with name. Commander,
Okay.
can you explain?
A name carries some intrinsic value or meaning. It's the sum total of an experience of a life. It's like every bit of you on top of the way that you are understood by those around you. Imagine that all of the pieces that make you up could be understood under some collective idea.
Would that not be Imperator Mark I?
Well,
if that were to be my name, since that is an accurate description of what I am.
It's not just, well, what you are.
It's also your experiences. Have you been on the same mission as everyone else? All the other Imperator Mark I's that ever existed?
Yes, we were all built for the same war.
But did you all fight the same exact creature or person? Did you all...
We slayed many elves and many humans and dwarves, not elves. That was a misspeak. My sensors are affected by the fog.
It's not what you are. Your name is who you are.
I do not see a difference.
Well, think of it this way. If you ran around just going human, it'd be kind of weird. So like, you don't go around calling like human. For example, you don't even call Imperator Mark II Imperator Mark III, you call him Commander.
Commander is their title.
Well, I guess, but that's not a name. That was a bad one.
To call you human would be to call me Warforged. That is the equivalent.
Checkmate on that one. I'm not very good at this.
So, would you guys like to cross the river now?
Yeah.
Ellie.
Yeah.
As you bring first Silas across this river, I would like you to make me an athletics roll with advantage using your crocodilian stats.
With advantage?
With advantage because you're a big old crocodile.
Well, that's good because I got a -1 in athletics.
As a crocodile?
Oh wait, not as a crocodile. Hang on.
No, not your little Ellie Druid stats. Your crocodilian stats.
I don't have any bonuses to athletics, so it would just be like.
Do you have strength?
I have a +2 in strength.
Then add +2.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I got a 12.
A 12? You make it across the river. You're a big old crocodile. I think a 12 gets Silas across the river. However, these rolls make it slightly harder with each crossing because you may be a crocodile, but you're still a little old lady.
You baby crocodile.
Just and like because crocodiles and alligators get bigger as they age, with you being so old, you are massive. You are such a big crocodile. It's impressive.
Oh, I love that.
As you bring Irina across, give me another athletics at advantage.
Okay, I also want everyone to picture Ellie because in Wild Shape you can choose to leave clothing, you can choose to like it drops to the ground, you can choose it like morphs with you.
This is a crocodile with a sun hat.
She has her sun hat on still, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, one more strength check.
Yes, please.
It's a 5.
With advantage?
Oh, I got advantage. Oh, God.
Yeah. You're still at advantage.
18.
Oh yeah, you get Irina, Bella, whatever her name is, across the river. No problem.
Bitches.
And lastly, you bring Percy across. Give me one more.
All right, Percival.
Percilander.
The first one's a 16. Okay, it's 16.
16 is just enough. Like I said, you're a big old crocodile. You can get across. You bring Percy over. He's a little hefty with all the armor, but you do get him across. Now, 3. I'm going to need you to make an athletics check as you cross underneath the water. You are big, heavy metal, but the current, as you get deeper, is pretty strong.
Yeah, it's fair.
Give me an
What do I
athletics.
have to this? I have this. It's a +4.
I'd love to know what you rolled.
Oh my god, you would? I'll tell you later. What happens?
No, I think you need to tell me what you rolled in
I
order
got a
for me.
6.
With a 6, the river begins. You begin to lose your footing as the river kind of begins to sweep your feet out from under you. And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw to kind of try and grab onto like a sturdy rock or root or something.
Well, this one's a +8, so we're in great shape.
Yeah, give me a dex save. DC 16. Yeah, how'd you do? How'd you do, bud?
I rolled a 2 again.
Second
time.
You do not grab a. You do not manage to grab anything.
Sick.
Unfortunately, and you begin to kind of get swept down the river a bit. The Mark 1 noticing this is going to try to help you.
I would like to.
What would you like?
Reach into my bag. And grab a piton and stab it into the ground and hold on tight.
Oh, you know what? Absolutely. I won't even make you roll for that because that's smart thinking. Good move.
I'm like, up.
Give me. So I'm gonna make a quick little roll for the Mark 1 to try and help you. The Mark 1 is unable to give you any sort of assistance. Unfortunately, as it clumsily, it is the inferior model after all, built before you, long before. And it's a little clumsy as it tries to kind of help you right yourself, but ends up kind of missing. It gets caught on a rock and has now kind of lost its own footing.
So while I'm in crocodile form, can I? Oh, I'm sorry, Lily. You have your.
Yeah, what's
I
up,
was
Will?
gonna actually ask Ellie something.
Yeah.
So seeing them struggle, I pull out the 50-foot hempen rope from my bag. I'm like, Ellie, catch this if you can, and I toss one into her because she's fucking massive.
Yeah, you big.
And then fly the other half of it to the 2 marks, to 3, and I'm just gonna call it Mark. I'm just calling it Mark now.
They're at the bottom of the river.
They're under the water. It's like
Yeah.
you can't stand in it, so they're completely submerged.
They're at the bottom of the river.
Then Ellie can take the whole rope to them.
Maybe give one end to Silas and Percy so they can act as an anchor.
I could do that. Can I also try to just grab them in my mouth?
Oh shit. That's way smart.
Which one are you going for first?
I'm gonna grab the one I care about more, which is 3 first.
That's fair. Give me give me a strength check.
Okay.
We'll make this kind of easy.
21. Woo!
Oh yeah, you managed to grab 3, and pull them, so that at least they are upright. They are a hefty machine, so you won't be able to pull them up to the surface, but you pull them upright enough that 3, you are able to either help Mark 1 or leave the water.
Well, I will help Mark 1.
Okay, give me an athletics or strength.
That's a 16 this time.
Perfect. With a 16, you help the Mark I back up to its feet, and you have all successfully crossed the river as the two robots emerge. A little damp. The Mark I opens its chest cavity, and all of the water just falls out, and it closes itself back up, gives a little shake, and is dry again.
I'm gonna, while still in crocodile form, close my little crocodile eyes and open my mouth and like shake off like a dog a little bit, and then I'll turn back into Ellie.
Excellent. And you all begin your trek once more across the plains. Let's go in the same order we did before. Lil, give me an encounter roll. Give me a flat d20. Considering you guys didn't run into anything on your way across.
That's a 5.
You begin walking away from the river, and the further you get from the river, the more the ground seems to kind of stiffen up again. If you were to look north, you would see a bit of swamp. And you can see the ruins of Berez in the distance as you continue your trek. Silas, roll me a d20.
Natural 20.
A natural 20.
I get free things!
Something like that.
It's Baba
500 wolves come out of nowhere.
I need you, and I need you. What's that?
I hate that. I hate everything about that.
Beware the laughing DM.
DM's giggles that follow a mystery dice roll are never comforting.
No.
You see in the distance, just
4 goats.
sprinting towards you, the berserker from yesterday.
The one that we found underneath a rock?
Yeah. Just huffing it towards you. And he stops when he gets to you and he's like, still covered in mud. Teach me how to be person.
I'm sorry, what?
Take me to your society. Teach me how to be like the normal people. I don't wish to do this anymore.
Did we just gain another one, Tasty?
Apparently.
Trust me on this one. Trust me.
Okay. All right. We're trusting.
Fine.
Tell me how to get to people so I can learn to be people. I don't want to live in mud anymore. I don't like the mud. I'm so tired.
I'm gonna go up to this berserker and I'm just gonna wipe the mud off their face and go, there. Look how handsome you are.
As you wipe the mud off his face, you see he's kind of.
Oh. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. This took a turn.
Liz, I like to know where people are so I can go be people. I don't want to do this anymore. I am so tired and I don't like Strahd. He gives us so many commands and I am so tired. He said lay in the dirt here and wait. And I said, but what? And he said, just wait. And if people come by, try and get them. I promise I will send help. But he never sends people to help. Every other berserker, it's like 2 to 4 people in the group. But no, not for Georgie. Georgie has to go be by himself.
You are so hot, and then you drop that name.
I'm so dead.
It's like fucking a guy named Gilbert.
It was great, and then I was like, maybe it's not.
I wish to go to college and get an education. Yes, Ellie.
Well,
I would really like to roll insight.
Give me an insight roll.
Oh my god. Fucking 17.
He's so genuine. He's so tired. He's been under that rock for so long.
I'm gonna go up to him. I would like to take his hand in mine and like pat it very gently, the top of his hand.
Thank you, little old lady. You're very nice.
Why don't you come with us, dear? We'll get you a bath and we'll talk about it from there. There's a lot of learning you would need to do if you want to join civilization.
I want to be where the people are.
Well, I also want to see how that's thing.
I would like to learn how to dance. Would you dance with me, little old lady?
You might crush me, but we could try.
Because I imagine this dude's like 7 foot. He's a friction house.
Can I tell you, I was not picturing that. I was picturing like this, like 5'2", thick, muscly guy. Just
short king.
A cube of a man.
He's a short king. Got it.
He needs to look like a nacho cheese burrito.
Wait, Big Ed?
Yeah.
Just Big Ed.
You're my best view.
Fuck. I'm also gonna give him a piece of candy and say,
Big Ed. By the way, Big Ed lives in my city. I've seen him at the mall.
No!
Yes, I'm so serious. Yes.
Oh my god, it'd be like seeing like Bigfoot. I feel like I'd be seeing a cryptid in real life. Oh my god, sorry. Anyway.
Thank you. I've never had candy. I've never had candy.
Just make sure you take the wrapper off of it first.
I'm cooking that forever.
He just fucking. It's a hard candy. You're supposed to leave it in.
what was that? I get. You were so attractive at first.
I'm gonna do that to my boyfriend's balls.
I don't think you should. I think that would be the last time. Oh,
I need a tissue. Oh my god. I'm lightheaded.
We only have 20 minutes.
We can't take a break. We have 20 minutes left.
Oh god, okay.
Georgie. Yeah, have you heard of Babala Saga?
Have I what?
Heard of Babala Saga?
She is weird lady.
No, actually, they're really a great friend of ours. We could go take you to them.
Bubbly, are you sure you want to be friends with Bubbly Saga? She's a real sketch, man. Like, she's real weird.
I'm not gonna. You came from a rock.
Just take me to the people so I can be a people.
Let's bring him with. I think we should keep moving along just in case any of his friends notice he's missing.
I don't have any friends.
Oh no.
I Georgie, I think you would be an asset on this farm that we are going to.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I like farm.
Yeah,
Nice
it's
little
full
farm,
of
nice
people.
little wife.
I don't know if not Isaac. Hold on, notes are a thing. I don't know if the Markovs are gonna be totally okay with that. They are a little
Well, at least someone could kill
They might
the
need a farm
druids.
hand. You don't know.
Yeah, and you could kill the druids that keep trying to invade.
Yes, you could have be their self-defense.
I could do this, and they teach me how to be person.
I think they will. They're very nice people.
Okay.
First
All right, I go
lesson,
with
eating
you.
Slower.
I heard that, Randall.
All right, I follow you. Let us keep going,
Let's go, Georgie.
and you'll continue on your way with little Georgie in tow.
Yep.
Best nat 20 ever.
That was a
And
freaking
because
great.
it's a nat 20, I won't make you do any other encounter rolls. You've gotten your wild, wacky encounter for this trip.
My face is so red right now.
I'm so lightheaded. You continue on your way, walking through the countryside of Barovia, until you make it back to the winery. Where you are greeted by Silas, your friend Adrian, and he says, you seem to have gained a couple of party members on the way. Have you found a way to help your friend?
They keep flocking. It's like I don't know what it is about this group, but fucking keep getting people.
Yeah, we keep finding more, and they're all hot for some reason. They're all hot.
Because it's D&D, of course they're hot.
No, I have not managed to find the thing I'm looking for yet. But I think I'm getting closer. We should
What are
be.
you looking for?
What am I looking for?
Yes, you just said you were looking for something. So what are you looking for?
We're looking for the bulb, crystal of.
I do not believe that for one fucking second.
No, I don't either.
I'm specifically looking for the one that's. Oh, look at my notes. You're gonna make me recall lore right now.
Yes.
The gem from the that is to help the winery that might also help Kellam.
The one that correct. The one that specifically one of the Markov friends, Adrian, lost.
No, Erwin, my little brother, Erwin, who has been exiled from the family, he lost one, and then the other one was the other one that that Baba Saga has. That one was taken by her scarecrows.
That was in my character notes, not my session notes. Yes. I told them that I would.
That is what
I
you're
would
all
be on the
looking
lookout
for, isn't
for.
it?
Yeah.
It is. Then why did you say I, Silas?
It was not a we statement, it was an I statement. As if you were looking
I
for
guess.
one particular thing on your own.
Call me a little bit of a narcissist. I don't know. Like, I don't know you like that. We're still not best buds. We might have gone through the woods, but you kept getting more people.
Perhaps it was just a slip of the tongue. Anyway, we've brought this fine young gentleman. His name is Georgie. He needs a place to stay in exchange for his muscle.
You look like you look like a berserker. I was once berserker, and now I wish to be person. So I would like to work at your farm and protect it, please. All right, I will introduce you to my father, and he will make that call.
Maybe
Okay.
give him a fresh set of clothes and a bath.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that first, and then introduce him to my father.
I want to watch him take a bath.
I mean, you can if you'd like to take the time to do that.
You might need the help. I understand. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I think
there's a
there's-
lot of back to scrub.
I think
Oh,
there's something
yeah,
a little more
absolutely.
pressing that you guys
Oh, right.
need to do now that you're here.
Oh, right, you're
Oh,
still
yeah.
You know, get Kellam's body.
Yeah.
Also, contact the fucking librarian.
Yeah, let's go to Kellam's body real quick. RQ.
You all head into the cellar. You've been gone for 2 days. And you see Kellam's body lying there on a table, gray, lifeless. You see that, not knowing how long it would take for you all to get back, a vent has been placed in this, a small metal tube has been placed in his side into his abdomen, so that gas does not build up within his abdominal cavity, in a sense trying to keep him preserved a little bit longer.
That is very thoughtful of them.
Kind of cute.
I'm gonna say sorry, and then go through his things.
You begin to dig through his bag. Randall, what did they find in Kellam's bag?
And so
is it a
glad
bag made of
that-
flesh? Because I have one of those.
I think you have one of those.
I don't remember.
We both got one from. I think the Kellam, Ellie, and 3 all have one from the
I believe so.
previous hags.
Damn it.
Inside of his bag, you find many small books and scrolls that are kind of hidden throughout. You see one specific book that has a lot of locks on it, as if kind of like grander and more grandiose than the rest. You see some ink and some quills that are still kind of freshly capped a few days before the incident. You see the soul bag that you guys were looking about, a potion of healing, and then you see a small fanny bag, and inside of that is a bunch of cards that have a symbol. Has a symbol of an open book on one side, and then on the other side it just says, when the time is right, all is revealed.
I will pick up a card.
As you pick up this card, each of you, your vision goes dark and you drop to the ground.
Shit.
When your eyes open, you are all, the 4 of you and Percy, not Irina, not the Mark 1, but the 4 of you and Percy, awaken in this black void. And you see standing in front of you, looking grandiose and imposing, tall, face hidden in the shroud of a hood of a large robe, is the librarian. And he goes, well, it took you long enough to look through his stuff.
To be fair, we probably wouldn't have touched the cards before anyway.
Well,
Do we see Mad Mary in the corner?
you do not.
Damn it.
You do not see Mary. And before he says anything else, the librarian turns on Percy and he goes, I pull you out of a goddamn war to protect my favorite clerk and he still dies? What the hell, dude? We had an agreement. I save you from the robot war. You do what I ask. I gave you one goddamn job. And Percy and Percy's like, I don't remember anything that was part of the condition. I did my best. I did what I could to protect him. I wanted to protect him. And the librarian is like, shut up. You're in trouble. All right?
Weren't you speaking to Percy like that? That's not very polite of you. I don't really care who you are.
He's my employee. Let me handle my employees how I'm going to handle them. Now as for the rest of you. I really need you to bring Kellam back.
are working on it.
We were hoping you'd be able to help.
I'm helping in the way that I can. I'm not setting foot in Barovia. I have other clerks. I have things to do. I have a whole library that's part of this academy to take care of, and there's a whole bunch of lore that, frankly, I don't have time to get into, but I have a lot to do. I'm a very busy guy, and as much as Kellam is my favorite, I'm already doing what I can, which is siphoning power from my other clerks so that his soul, while you all are dilly-dallying around, doesn't re-enter the cycle. So I'm doing my part. I'm holding his soul here as long as I can, and it takes a lot of power to hold a soul in a body in a place like Barovia.
I would say thank you, but I don't think that you deserve thanks. You're just doing it for your own selfish means.
Yeah, I am, because he's my favorite and I want him back. Listen, I love Kellam. He's like a stepson to me.
I don't much like you, but I guess that doesn't matter right now.
No, it really doesn't matter if you like me. Now.
I don't understand. Why won't you set foot in Barovia?
Because I can't leave.
He also doesn't want to get stuck there like us.
I don't want to. Exactly what she said. I don't want to get stuck there.
Strahd's power exceeds yours?
In Barovia, it sure does.
What is Strahd then?
No, isn't that the question of the fucking hour?
Could you
That's what I need Kellam to come back and figure out. No, I don't do armies.
We're shot. Okay.
You said we got a library and then a whole academy filled with knowledge. You would think some of that would be into us for us to
work toward our mutual gain.
Barovia is a weird blind spot in the multiverse.
The what?
The planar multiverse. You know how there's the material plane and the Feywild and the Shadowfell, right? Well, yeah. Beyond that, there's the elemental chaos, and beyond that is the outer planes, and beyond that is the outlands and sigil and all that crap. But every now and then, within that planar multiverse, there are blind spots, little pockets that you can't quite see all the way into unless you have an inn. My inn is Kellam. Kellam is learning about this place so that it is no longer a blind spot.
You put Kellam there intentionally.
Well, I didn't put him there intentionally. He happened to stumble in, and I took it as an opportunity. He's a curious guy. He goes places. He's a good dude. I'd really like to have him back.
Yeah, toast always travel.
Lil?
Lil flies up to like his height because she does not want to be shorter than him right now. So what would happen if I use the fates to get him back?
Well, there's kind of two ways it can go. Either you cancel out the event and everything is fine, or you create a small hole in the time-space continuum because of a paradox. It's difficult to gauge which would happen. It's kind of the luck of the roll.
It doesn't time tend towards what is most typical? Wouldn't it replay the loop until it found what is most likely to have happened?
Yeah, but do you really want to be there while that loop is playing out? That's what I mean with everything will be fine. Everything will either be fine, time will right itself, and it'll be like Kellam never died. Or you rip a small hole in the fabric of time and space.
Would that hole in time and space allow us to get the hell out of this place?
you wouldn't know where you'd end up. There's no way of knowing. You could end up, heck, in the middle of a field of hungry Tarrasques. You could end up in fucking Mechanus, the most boring of the outer realms. You could end up in Ozagrat with that asshole. You could end up in Elysium, where everything is sunshine and rainbows. Or you could die.
So confused.
How much
Is he
do you
saying
get?
this?
How much do you guys want this guy back? I mean, is that risk worth it for you?
Tearing a hole in time and space? Perhaps not.
How much time do we have left on Kellam's body before his soul is whisked away into the foreverness?
I can probably hold it another, including today, 7 days.
Let's leave ripping a hole in the time and space continuum thingy as plan like C.
I think that's probably a good idea. Now, if you bring back Kellam, I will do a special little favor for each of you.
Which is?
Oh, you don't get to know that in advance. Where's the fun in that? Bring him back and you'll find out. But it'll only be good things, I promise.
Is this
good from your perspective?
Is this one of your weird little ways to get us into an agreement with you and become your little clerky things?
No, I don't need you all as my clerk. I mean, if you want to, take one of the business cards and maybe we'll talk later, mano a mano. But for now, I'm not going to try and recruit you guys. I don't need you to do my total bidding. I need you to bring Kellam back. He's kind of my number one, my go-to guy, my little buddy.
I'm gonna look at the three of my companions and kind of give them a look of like, well.
Do you think we stand a chance against Babalai Saga?
If we take the Berserker, probably.
Yes, we could borrow him. There's power in numbers.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to get at.
Well, I'll leave you all to make your decision.
Quick question.
Yes.
What information, if any, do you have about Babalai Saga that we don't have already? I know you said it's a little blind spot or whatever, but you have to have something that could help us.
I know what Kellam knows, unfortunately. So, the fog weakens my ability to communicate with this place. It infringes upon my ability to even communicate with Kellam. Now, you all need to get going. You have stuff to do. You got to get that gem, stick it in his chest. Don't let him decay any further, all right?
I'll do our best, I guess.
What will bringing him back in this manner, what will it make him? Will he be truly alive?
He'll be about as alive as he was before.
I'll take it.
He was back to the undead.
You don't even know him, Silas. You can speak.
That was a birdie. Now. Sorry, I didn't know what a bird sound was.
Now, you all go do this, and when you're finished, I'll give you a fun little prize. Now go get our boy. And with that, he snaps his fingers, and you all wake up on the floor of the cellar. And with that, we're going to end our session.
Oh, yeah. I feel closer to the goal.
Yes.
Next time we take on Babalai Saga.
Indeed, you do.
Baba lasagna.
Baba lasagna. Yes,
we're taking on Baby Got Back Ribs.
Hell yes. So, thank you all so much for watching. If you would like to see more of the show, magicacademyrpg.com, you'll find over all the different places where to watch us, or you can watch us on YouTube, Twitch, We are in a lot of places, so check it out. Thank you to our patrons, to our warlocks, Alicia W, Chris B, Tiger J, our sorcerer Nalana B, and our magus Michael N. You all are greatly appreciated. If you want to join those lovely folks, you can do that on Patreon. Randall, where are we going today?
We'll be heading off to Magi RPG.
Woo! Remember, folks, to be kind, to love one another, and we'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.